Hey everybody, welcome to the nightly vid. We will see SPY setting up closer to a 122 down tomorrow. We do have speakers and OPEX tomorrow, so be aware of that. Dow, either momentum hammer up or 322 down. We'll see. IBM is inside to confirm and negate its recent rally from the gap down by last week. And Qs is also gap up sell as we get closer into the end of the week with Friday coming up pretty hot, right? And if that goes 2-2, it'd still be coming outside week if things are bad tomorrow. We will see. We'll see tech similarly, two up in red, semis, two up in red. So matter of do we get the two-twos down in the tech semis, that type of stuff, which started to puke early in the week, or are we just going to stay stuck doing not too much? That being said, we'll see coin inside day, so that's something we want to know about. We'll see target from today with the inside day negated what we did or knew to be true, reclaiming the inside month. So that one might have some more juice on the downside if they continue to fail. If we go to Bitcoin at a triangle layout for the strat attackers, and that's where coin's coming from. MSTR, maybe a rev strat tomorrow if Bitcoin does firm up. We will see. Riot did blow out the highs today going outside, so we'll see if they come back or not. OKLO with the inside day momentum hammer. That's something I want to know about because still got quarterly magnitude and a long green bars. We love to trade that stuff. So it could have another 16% come Friday, and that would give you the outside week closing out at the highs, or at least getting up to the highs. 1877, I believe is that number here. 1880. Forgive me there. I think on thicker, so it might be different. But definitely Oklo, we want to keep an eye on that. And in the tech, we'll see potentially a 222 in AMD with the 2-2 weekend force. We go to ASML. It did have some slight corrective activity today. We'll see if that kicks in back to the downside or not. You'll see the broadening formation in here. And this is one of the weakest stocks in the chip, so they had some slight profit taking, but we'll see with the news tomorrow if things start puking. I imagine could have a rev strat 60 and try and get going. Tells you look at things like Nvidia, closer to a 2122 rev strat from all-time highs. So what we'll see is on the monthly stuff, Nvidia inside month and up from the inside week and up did trigger the PMG and take that all-time highs. Now, what happens if that starts coming back in would be my question. Is that going to be bad or not? Tomorrow with the 1-2-2s with the Qs. So we'll keep an eye on that. So AMD and Nvidia, we can definitely keep watching, and there's gonna be miscellaneous stocks. QCOM could have the daily PMG to go an outside week. An XPI could have the 3-2, but it's still see inside month. It has been pulling off the highs a little weaker than the rest. Just a matter of time, and we'll see. We're gonna look at all the stocks and more and see where the gaps are, if there is any, what's going on there. If we go to make sure this stuff in here. You go to app.spread alerts. We can just go and see if there's a trend of setups into tomorrow. Let's see what we got for shooters, if any. Like 35 shooters, a lot of industrial, a lot of Bitcoin stuff. A little bit with Nvidia. You got AVGO in the chips. Shooter. Quickly you try and get through this stuff. Not too much interesting stuff in there. See on the hammers. A lot more of that. Tons of cyclicals hammered on the day today. Domino's Pizza with a pivot machine gun. It is inside week still, but that PMG could cause more PMG. And for Lotto Friday, Domino's Pizza is not the worst bet to try and play off of. What we can say is it's kind of a chop chop, so it's one hit wonder as far as I'm concerned. But that PMG could get things really kicking off if that breaks and works out. And I lost my notepad. Let me see if I'll open. NVIDIA's on there, and I believe UCOM and PGO. Potential downside names. If we go to the Hammer, Lotto, at a DPZ, Hammer PMG. There. Slim Jim. Bright green week. That's what we like to see going into Friday. Double inside day could trigger the month up. And it's not Slim Jim, it's Smuckers. Or Schmuckers. If we go to, and I would say PMG of all these guys in here. If it gets moving. If we go to Yum, it's also going to be a potential PMG. GPC in the cyclicals. That could have been on a strat attack, but closer to 2 month. Momo Hammer, no thanks. Mar. Eyes. And we'll see Marriott. This is one of the quarterly macro video names. 222 shotgun quarter. We got LVS. LVS has not been as fortunate. Negates what we know that to be true on the weekly. And Win also negating a little bit of what we know to be true. Now I'm pumped with the China stocks, interestingly enough, which have been, they're on the strat attack on the downside. You can see Baidu follows through. Baba follows through. We have K-Web follows through. So they're in some issues this week in China. And this month specifically, they changed what they're doing, but get back to the scans. Yep. About it as far as I'm interested in the daily hammers. We got the 322s. 2 down in green, 322, DKNG. That's a pretty solid one. We got the hammer day, 322 back through previous range. And it's on a Friday to set up a rev strat week. I believe it's on the quarterly macro. Yeah, so you could set up the week for next week. It is still an inside month as we get to the middle of the month, so you got to be aware of that. But it's not a bad setup for a Friday there, DKNG. OMC in the communications, interesting. The other thing I'd like to mention is going into tomorrow, we do have Netflix earnings, which looks like they surprised and did beat. Take a session for that. Take a look. $10 Netflix. Oof. This would be a juicy, juicy pivot machine gun in here. That is what I like to see. So Netflix, you go to 60. This is previous day's highs, just about, and they're trading about 720 at the close. I'll leave that on the chart. You can see this could be the 2-2 PMG back through previous range, kicking pattern. So that's gonna be of interest definitely for tomorrow at the open. And I think that's more than enough. So we're gonna call it there. Hope you guys have a good trading week. And the last thing I want to make sure is we get Oklo on the list for continuation, which we already have it here, but I'm just going to double it in there and get that up there again to make sure. And before I forget, HII does have the 3132 rev strat to confirm its hammer week with the attempt to rev strat the month. So that can also be in there. A name that we are looking for that we've already had our eyes on. But that's going to be it for me. Adios, everybody. Have a good rest of your night.